Medina, the radiant city, the home of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, where the call to prayers echoes through the streets.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
In this holy land, the story of unparalleled sacrifice and unwavering faith began to unfold. The story that would forever change the course of history. From the month of Rabiul Awwal in 11 Hijri, when Prophet Muhammad ﷺ departed from this worldly life, to the month of Ramadan in 40 Hijri, when Hazrat Ali radiallahu anha passed away. This period is known as the era of Khilafat-e-Rashidin. Some historians also include the 6 months of Hazrat Imam Hassan radiallahu anha's Khilafat in this period. After that, the Khilafat transformed into a monarchy. After the end of the golden age of Khilafat-e-Rashidin, the Umayyad Khilafat was established, founded by Hazrat Muawiyah ibn Abu Sufyan radiallahu anha. Hazrat Muawiyah ruled over an area of 65 square miles for 19 years. After his death in the month of Rajab 60 Hijri, his son Yazid bin Muawiyah ascended to the throne. At that time, many companions of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ were still alive, including Hazrat Abdullah bin Umar, Hazrat Abdullah bin Zubair, Hazrat Numan bin Bashir, and Hazrat Imam Hussain ibn Ali radiallahu anha. Imam Hussain alayhi salam was residing in Medina with his family, the Ahle Bayt. The Umayyad Khilafat's capital was Damascus, which was more than 1,000 kilometers away from Medina. On 15th Rajab 60 Hijri, after the death of Hazrat Muawiyah, people pledged allegiance to Yazid ibn Muawiyah. Yazid decided to secure allegiance from those who had refused to pledge allegiance or giving vote to him during his father's reign. Consequently, he sent a letter to Walid bin Utbah ibn Abu Sufyan, the governor of Medina, informing him of Muawiyah's death and instructing him to forcefully obtain the vote of Imam Hussain radiallahu anha, Hazrat Abdullah bin Umar and Hazrat Abdullah bin Zubair radiallahu anha, and to behead it if they refused. Walid consulted with Marwan, who advised him to invite them to Darul Amara, the governor house of Medina. Imam Hussain alayhi salam, accompanied by 30 of his relatives, arrived at Darul Amara. Walid initially informed them of Muawiyah's death and then read Yazid's letter, emphasizing the demand for allegiance. Imam Hussain radiallahu anha responded, "Do you agree that I should pledge allegiance to Yazid in the darkness of night? I believe you want me to pledge allegiance publicly." Walid concerned, and Imam Hussain alayhi salam take a day's delay to announce his decision. On the next day, Walid sent his men to Imam Hussain alayhi salam to receive his answer. However, Imam Hussain alayhi salam requested another night's delay, which Walid granted. Imam Hussain alayhi salam realized that Medina was no longer safe. He spent a night at the graves of his mother, Hazrat Fatima az-Zahra radiallahu anha, his brother Imam Hassan alayhi salam, and his grandfather, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, offering prayers and bidding farewell. And he decided to leave the city. On the night of 28th Rajab 60 Hijri, he set out towards Mecca with 84 members of his family and companions. His brother Muhammad ibn Hanfiya stayed behind. Before departing, Imam Hussain alayhi salam wrote a will to his brother stating, "I am not leaving Medina out of self-interest or for leisure. I aim to reform the ummah of my grandfather. I intend to enjoin good and forbid evil. I will follow the path of my grandfather and father." With this resolve, Imam Hussain alayhi salam departed from Medina towards Mecca. With a heavy heart, Imam Hussain alayhi salam left Medina with his family and companions, embarking on a journey that would forever change the course of history. As Imam Hussain alayhi salam and his family journeyed towards Mecca, little did they know that their path would soon lead to the plains of Karbala. This journey of faith, courage, and sacrifice is just a beginning. Stay with us as we delve deeper into this.